Hey, brothers. This is part two of the, I guess what you would call the wolf hour. I don't know. Maybe you guys can drop comments down below on some, catchy little name for these rant videos. But yeah, this is, part two. I've, probably be back to back because I just put the first one up. So this one should be coming up right after. But this is part two. And the title of the first one was, leaving society behind. It's definitely on my mind. And I made that title for a reason for the first video. And I didn't really kind of go into any details about that in the first video, about why Jack Wolf is thinking about going back to the roots of it all, man. Back to living off the land, you know what I mean? And if you don't know what I mean, what I truly am speaking of is off-grid, but in the form of, like, in the really last wild frontier that we have in America. And there's only a very select few places where it's like that, where you can go and you can homestead. And believe you me, it is exactly like homesteading, like the way it was back in the day. I mean, granted, we have new amenities, and vehicles and stuff, but you're still out homesteading in the middle of nowhere at all. No help's coming your way. There's no ambulance gonna be coming to your rescue. There's no cops gonna be showing up at your door to save you or something like that. Yeah. It's where you're homesteading and you're truly on your own. You have to provide your own food, all of it. Your own sewer system, your own water system. You have to do it all. So it's going back to the roots, right? It's literally living off the land. Self-sustained living. That's why they call it off-grid. And in that first video, the reason I titled that is because I've more and more lately, while going back, these past 3 years now, these past 3 years has really been some trying times for me, like some really hellacious times. Moments wrapped up in those times where I just literally, like I hit rock bottom, like, I don't know. It's like I hit a moment in time where, and I know, let me go back here because I'm going to start going off on ranting on all kinds of things here. But going back 3 years ago here, I moved from California, the southern LA area, back in 2021, the end of 2020, and it was like right at getting close to the start of 2021. And I moved from there to a college town it's Stillwater, Oklahoma. So I moved from LA to Stillwater, Oklahoma. It's nothing special, It's a pretty craptastic, little dull, boring ass smallish, but with like the uh, Oklahoma State University here, so it's a university town. So it's always crammed full of like all the kinds of people that you just really don't want to be crammed up next to. You know what I mean? All the pricks, the assholes, the little rich brats, that are having all their fun on their parents' dime. You know what I mean? Those kind. Which hence is why I never go into the town of Stillwater. It's why I live out in the country. But anyway, going back 3 years ago, I've been dealing with the craziest shit in this town. I mean, I've always had issues social wise. Not. I don't really want to say like bad issues, just issues with me, to where I just, after I got out of the military, I just did not want to deal with people in general, not like big crowds of people, right? That included like the workforce, because when I got out of the military, I had a hell of a time keeping a job. The VA really sucked back then at that time, so there was no like groups or organizations that would like help vets get back on their feet and stuff like that. But so and it was rough, man. I had a hell of a time, and I think that's probably one of the main reasons why I eventually settled on over the road truck driving, because it was where I was on my own. I wasn't dealing with a lot of people. I handled all aspects of the business, the trading part, the transactional part of the business, because I was the owner operator. So, I ran the business in the truck, and I practically lived in that truck. And so, yeah, that's basically like the only one I found. So I've always had a hard time with that. It was a trust issue with me, right? Of trusting people. And that whole side of my life got completely obliterated when I moved here to Stillwater, and the experiences that I had here in Stillwater, they were so fucking horrific and bad that they literally just killed whatever little dab, a smidgen of hope that I had of trusting in other people. That little bit that I had left that I relied on, it was just crushed, man. It was just crushed. And it happened to me 3 times here in this town. And after this third time, this shit that happened at Walmart, that was it for me. That was it. It died in me completely. It no longer exists. I am truly a hermit now. I would classify myself as a monk. You know what I mean? In other words, this is for life. Never, ever again, ever. It's just going to be me and my animals on my farm, on my ranch. And if and when I decide to go truly off grid, when I actually decide to leave society behind, because that's exactly what I would be doing. Where I would be going is like out in the frontier of Alaska, where you can do the homesteads out there, and it is truly wild frontier. No people around you at all. That's what I meant when I said leaving society behind. That's why I wanted to make this video, to kind of give a little bit of clarity to that. And live out the rest of my life in that way, Would it be an easy last few chapters of my life, no. It would probably be some of the hardest times, because it would entail a lot of back-breaking, hard-ass work. Because I have plans to build my own cabin. I've already got the land. Spotted out, picked it out. I'm not saying anything or where it's at, other than that it's in Alaska. But it's a lot where they do the homesteading thing on there, and it plainly says on there, for the ones brave enough to do it, hey, and they pay you to do it as well. So I've already got a slice area of it picked out. I mean, other than what I've seen on a map, I've never seen the particular land, but anyway, I haven't fully, completely decided yet, but I'm getting close, guys. Everything that's going on in the world right now, and like what's going on with the internet and the whole censorship crap, with the whole thing about protecting children, and then that somehow turns into where they're making their own rules, where they're saying that they're going to dictate to people how they're going to use the internet, and forcing people to fucking show their real ID, and fucking face scans and stuff like that. And these are companies doing this. These are fucking companies, corporations doing this. It's one thing when Uncle Sam or the government requires or asks you of your ID, of your real ID and information. That's completely different, because it's the government. But when you have shit that's going on like right now, where these social media moguls or corporations and companies and banks and all these other fucking Fruit Loop people are trying to dictate to us how we spend our time on the internet, and how we should spend our money, and what type of entertainment we should watch based on what they want us to watch. Yeah. That's the kind of shit going on right now that's really pushing me more and more closer into making that move, man. I wouldn't have a whole lot of shit to pack up. A lot of my big equipment stuff is easily stored enough. It's stored anyway, so I'll just be moving it in trailers. And I wouldn't be taking a whole lot, because it would be going to Alaska. The actual first move would probably just be me in a duffel bag, with essential stuff, probably my cameras and equipment and stuff like that, and just to scope it out. And then once I got up there and got all of it situated, then I could have the rest of which wouldn't be a whole lot. Because I would sell this place here. I would sell this place out here. Just sell it off, man. Sell it off to the companies that want to build like their truck stops and restaurants out here in the country now. So seeing as it's kind of close to the Highway 51, I think. But yeah, I felt the need to put this video up just to kind of explain that, what is that title. I was kind of wondering after I uploaded the video, I'm thinking, yeah, they're probably going to be wondering about that title, which I kind of did it on purpose. I wanted you guys to kind of be pondering on it. And then right after I uploaded it, I got to thinking, well, I should have gave some little bit of clarity on the meaning of that title. So But now you know. Now you know what the whole meaning of it is. There's just me rambling on, about all the drama today. This is the man's drama chat channel right here. I suck at coming up with names, brothers. So you guys are gonna have to come up with a cool name for this whole series or whatever this is. I don't know what it's gonna turn into, but hell, at some point I'd like to do it with 2 or 3 or other, a few other guys, and just kind of all of us do it together, just to have this one big talk session and just kind of talk on the general stuff, about what's going on. And I think it'd be really awesome and fun, man, and entertaining and educational at the same time. Different generational gaps, I'm Gen X, so we can get some of the other gens coming up. As long as we don't end up getting too many of the retards. We don't want none of those. Those are the ones that no one can talk to, because it's their point of view or no point of view. Anyway, guys, it's 3:30 in a.m. here in Stillwater, Oklahoma. And I'm still not ready for bed, man. This is going to be an all-nighter because earlier I partaked of some very good quality marijuana. That was really good. I had a glass of wine and a really light, simple meal. And that was way earlier. And then before I recorded this video, I had some of my shrooms. And I don't do it, but very, very rarely did I do it nowadays. But sometimes when I have the worst shitty days, I'll usually break them out, and I do all my own mixing on it and all that, dosage and all that. So, but it does really help clarify things for me. It really does get my brain calmed down enough in a way and opened up in a way that allows me to be more focus oriented with my thoughts. I can be more creative, especially with making my videos and talking. It helps me get my points across a little bit more easier. Because otherwise, I'm just like rambling. I'll be rambling on making good points, but I tend to cross over. Like I'll cross back over to trying to make this point, or like I'll be talking about this subject. Yeah, I know it gets crazy sometimes. I haven't really been doing it that much while I've been playing my games lately. But now that I'm getting back into it or trying to get a rhythm going here, I'm trying to just get like my little stick, like my little gig, something that I enjoy doing, that I have fun doing, but would also really have fun sharing with you guys. So I think what all this is right here, and why my channel hasn't been growing really that much, is because this is I'm kind of going into my experimental phase, trying different things. Shit like that. I'm just trying to figure out what it is I want to do, long term wise, you know what I mean? Do I want to mix it up? Do I just want to make it a straight gaming channel where, I don't talk a whole lot? Because my original thing and my original format of what I was going to be doing with this channel was when I did that long dark, long time ago now, but that long dark video. And that was just me. I sat down, I fired up the game, and I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to record this. And I wasn't even thinking about YouTube or uploading it. I was like thinking, I've been waiting, I've been hearing a lot about this game, and it's like something I want to try. But I kind of, I want to record it, and I want to record my own action to it. It just like came out of nowhere. So I got the face cam on it. You know, I thought of that at the last second. So, and it was like nothing really was set up for it. It was just a really plain Jane webcam. And I think I was chilled out laying back on my bed with the laptop. And I had the lights off. And, you know, I had my face on the face cam, and I'm started the first part of the game. And basically, it was just me. And I wasn't talking. I was talking to myself. I wasn't even thinking about like an audience, right? So like that was like an old man playing the long dark, but it ended up being really good because you know why? Because it was authentic. It was an authentic reaction type video because I was literally reacting to myself as I was playing the game. Because I knew I was recording it, right? That's why I was talking to it. Because I don't normally talk when I'm playing a game. Although now that I've been doing YouTube channel videos, even when I'm not recording and I'm just like playing a game myself, I still do the same shit, dude. I find myself doing the same thing, like I'm talking to you guys. It's so fucking corny. It's funny as shit. It really is. But I want to see you guys in the comments, man. Come on. I know you guys can type. I know you're not that busy. I want to see some comments, man, down below. What are you guys doing? How you been doing? You know, you guys still jamming out on games? What games you playing lately? And we really need to try to figure out a way for some of us to hook up so we can do some multiplayer stuff, man. I'd like to get up a multiplayer series, you know, where a few of us get together, pick out a game that we could all do multiplayer that we all really want to play, and it might be kind of cool. And we just do like a raw gameplay series on it, you know. I've been wanting to do something like that for a while, but it's just you know, I am a hermit, I'm antisocial, and you know, I don't really get on there and look very much. As you can probably tell by my Discord channel, I'm really gonna leave that to somebody else, man. If they want to take it over, man, Jesus, they can. Because trying to run that thing and try to do the settings on there about stroked me out, man. Shit. That shit. And when I was messing with that the last time, that Discord and some of the settings on there, I ended up smoking 2 fucking blunts, man, in the time span of trying to do that. Just because it was freaking me out, dude. It was pissing me off. I had a couple. I had one that was. I don't know if I haven't been on Discord for a long time, so I don't know if she's still on there. But I know April. I made April like the main admin, but you know it's not her channel, you know, and it's not her job. It's not her responsibility to take care of my Discord, dude. So it's just going to be something, Discord and communication stuff like that's going to be something I'm going to have to work on as I go, you know. Especially if the channel does grow, but I don't know, man. I don't see my channel really growing that much right now. I just don't. It's because, it's probably because I'm not really uploading a whole lot of videos all the time. It's sporadic. I'm probably not covering games that people are wanting to see. So and my videos probably aren't in the algorithm. They're probably not getting out very much. So I just have to bide my time. I just have to bide my time and to see how it goes. As long as I'm having fun doing it, that's all that counts, man. And the occasional messages that I get, comments that I get, and the talking back and forth with some of you, that makes it all worth it right there, man. Because it's really all about like community, man. My main thing was just to do this channel here, just so I could get get a community going, man. Like I said in the first video, a community of like-minded men, like-minded people, that like to share in the same types of things, like to talk about the same type of things, and get a community started based off that, and just see where it goes, see how it grows, man. Hell, in the past, that's how I've met some of my best friends was through online communities, man. But anyways, yeah, this was just to give a little clarity to the title of the first. And this is the unknown series. The Wolf Speaks. I don't know. You guys drop comments on titles for this podcast. I need titles, man. I suck at coming up with names, dudes. I'm serious. Comments, please. I'm begging you. Other than that, guys, have a great weekend. This is Jack Wolf, and I'll see you all next time.